We had a competition for the internet to play our game and submit their most satisfying creations. And today, we're going to be covering the top 10 submissions and handing out prizes to our winners. The results were fire! But they were also totally unexpected. Like, I thought we had a pretty solid game with like, not a lot of bugs. But you broke our game. Before we jump into the submissions, let's first talk about how we got there. Introducing Creative Mode. That's right, we created a brand new mode for players to create their crazy contraptions. In it, you can't lose. There's no environmental pieces, just a big old map for you to romp around in. I did add this slick tutorial though. I really hate it when tutorials force you to go step by step and click buttons over and over. That just sucks. So instead, if they really want to learn, they can run up to the objective and try it at their own pace. This one teaches you how to place grab pipes, and this one teaches you how to set a new recipe. It's great, I love it. Now, when you run down, you enter the main area, and of course, you have your resources, and the infinitely respawning scrap metal. So you could just farm scrap metal over and over. Now, I don't know why you would, but you could, and some of you did. Oh, damn.
Jesus.
Next, and probably the most important addition, we added the gate. This was a lot of work, but it's so slick. In the main game, you'll need to protect yourself from the outside threats. So we recently introduced the scrap wall, but it's not very helpful if you can't get in or out. So the gates open and close and let you get out of your base. Kyle had the genius idea to put a slight delay between each of them, and it's so satisfying. Check this out. I love this thing. And lastly, we added a little battle arena. So you can enter the area, click this little button, and it will spawn pushbacks. This is the old version. Just look at his little stubbly walk. And his original attack animation. It's a little janky. We hired an incredible animator to help us polish the pushback, and now you can see the comparison. There's just so much detail in the new animations. His walk is just sleeker and more sneaky, it's a lot more personality, and his attack is so cool. Check it out in slow motion. I also added a new particle effect, so when he's about to charge up, his particle system emits from the ground. We're still in the middle of hooking him up properly in Unity, so he's a little janky and sometimes he passes through walls. We'll fix it. And the last thing we did was we added a new team member, Francois. I cannot for the life of me pronounce his name, but I've been trying. So it's Francois.
Non, c'est François.
François?
François.
So it's Francois?
François.
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 Can I just call you Frank?
Yeah, whatever.
Welcome to the team, Frank. So we put our playtest up on Steam and 4,000 people signed up. There's so many people. It's that's like 1/5 of our subscribers, which, by the way, maybe you should subscribe. And while you're at it, maybe wishlist, because, you know, it helps us out and then you'll hear about the next playtest. Anyways, we put it out on Steam and had a competition over the weekend, and now these are our top 10 results. Let's check it out. The number 10 spot goes to Alma Fate 64. Now, the gates aren't supposed to move infinitely, I'll have you know, but you motherfuckers managed to figure it out. So congratulations. I love the looping gates, and the X springboards looks fantastic.
Nice, 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 nice. Because of the speed of the GIF and because of the movement in it, really there's something sweet happening here that I don't get from most of the other GIFs.
Number 9 is from devlog. Springboards were not designed to be used this way, okay? Like, what? So I re-recorded this and added a cool slowdown effect just so you could see how ridiculous his springboards are. Now, the only reason it wasn't higher was because the timing of each of these springboards was just a little off, so it's missing that extra bit of satisfaction. Other than that, the fact that the items have nearly perfect spacing is incredible. Top-notch work. Number 8 goes to Miles D. All of them are gates. Every grid spot. Oh, damn.
Jesus.
How did you even do this? Do you know how long you would have to harvest scrap wire? So I did the math. There's about 500 gates on screen, and 3 scrap wires is required to make each gate. You're gonna need 1,500 scrap wires in total, and each post gives you 2 scrap wires per harvest, which means you're gonna have to harvest 750 posts. It takes about 5 seconds to harvest each post, which equals 3,750 seconds of harvesting, or 62 minutes. Who in their right mind would spend a full hour? I've definitely done worse. Okay, moving on.
When you see this avatar, you know that person is up to no good.
An honorable mention goes to Rowan for this wholesome heart. This is nice. This is just a nice, wholesome GIF. It's an honorable mention. Number 7 goes to Voidian, who made something so satisfying out of something so simple. Now, I tried to recreate it so I could show you guys an HD version, but I just couldn't get the timing right. Like, his is perfect. Voidian, I don't know how the f you did it, but good job.
I like all the little like short distance springboards.
And they're perfectly timed. Ooh, I just imagine putting like the actual audio clip of just like floops. Just imagine like floop, 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 floop. Hey, post-editing Steve here. Decided to add the floops. Check it out. Floop, 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 floop. Floop, 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 floop. Floop, 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 floop. Number 6 goes to Rowan with, again, a simple yet satisfying approach in the zigzag conveyor belt. It loops perfectly and just feels good to watch.
It's a good design.
Yeah.
I like the pattern.
Honorable mention goes to Rowan's third submission with this trippy spiraling conveyor belt. Solid submissions all around, Rowan. Number 5 goes to JJ Tar. JJ Tar, you have a sick sense of humor. But we do too.
No. I mean, yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's funny. This was one of the few ones that really made us laugh. A group of pushbacks pushing a pushback back around. So straight to the point, but so perfectly hilarious. Good job, JJ Tar. Number 4 by Fate. There's a couple of amazing things happening in this GIF. First, he obviously put the name of our game in there, which is an added bonus, but he also managed to get the infinite gates going. Lastly, the bottom section. I never imagined you could use springboards like that. And I made the game. So, beautiful use of waves, really good structure. It's just satisfying as hell to watch. All in all, great job. Honorable mention goes to Seed because he was exploring some really interesting ideas with the springboards, but ended up being so chaotic that he lost points for satisfaction. The top 3 winners were so close and so good that we decided to change up the awards. Each of the top 3 is going to win a free copy of the game, and anybody in the top 10 and the honorable mentions will get a free copy of our previous game, Disjoint. So, if you're in the video, everybody wins. Let's check out top 3. Number 3 goes to Bert with his submission called Lazy Mondays. I mean, what do you say to this? It's just, there's nothing to say except it's so satisfying. And maybe also, God damn it, because you broke our game.
That's clever.
Very creative. I like it.
So does it work? Does it only work with 4 cross? Oh, wait, it goes back. Oh, that was smooth. Oh, that was smooth. He saved himself as well. Lazy Mondays. Ooh, good caption too. Ooh, good caption. I like that. And it sounds good too. Honorable mention goes to Bert's second submission called When You Need to Test Your Stereo Speakers. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but you get the point. Good job, Bert. Number 2 goes to Yasha1111 with the best use of spiral springboards that we had seen through all the submissions. To really appreciate how nice this is, let me play it at half speed for you. It's like a ballet performance of springboards. Really, I think what gets it is it's mesmerizing. No other GIFs outside of number 1 just made you want to stare at it for so long. Good job, Yasha1111. Number 1 goes to Prazda7 with what I decided to call the shake and bake. There's a couple of beautiful things that's happening in this GIF. First, from a high level, it's captivating. It's symmetrical, it's simple, and the patterns are beautiful. Each line is bobbing up and down in rhythm with the other lines, but if you focus on just one single item, you'll notice that it's satisfying to just watch one individual piece march along the assembly line. And to top it off, the closing section follows a beautiful sequence. It's just, I guess the only way to put it is, it's just the number 1 submission. Congratulations, Prazda7. It's nice because, like, if you watch it from a whole, it looks sweet, but if you watch individually, it's still satisfying because the guys on the right, like, you can see my mouse, like, they're, like, hopping.
And it's expandable.
Oh, yeah.
Make a giant version of this. I don't know if that would look as good from afar.
It does. We expanded it. And that wasn't big enough, so we made it even bigger. Congratulations to the winners, and thank you guys so much for participating. We'll see you in the next vlog. This is me trying to fill up the entire shake and bake with enough grav rocks to actually make the GIF work. It's like 5 minutes of me just sitting here. Dear God.